What's up, YouTube? It's Zach here with LS Blue. It got bright all of a sudden on me. Today I'm going to answer a couple questions I've been getting LS swapping an S10. I'm going to go through everything that I did on mine to LS swap it. And some trucks will be different, some trucks will be the same. My truck was a 96 model and I used a complete standalone wiring harness. You can get all this, all the wiring harness, you can get all of it on Current Performance. They make direct swap kits for any S10. Anything that you need, you can get it on Current Performance. And that's not a plug for them, I'm just saying. I have people asking about my radiator setup. It's a stock 4.3 S10 radiator. It's been recessed into the core support. I've done a lot of choppage, made my own brackets for the fans, 98-ish Dodge Intrepid dual electric fans on a switch in the harness to come on when the engine coolant gets to about 185 degrees. Crossover tube lines right here, whatever you want to call them. I drilled and tapped a hole in the water pump right there and ran it from that side. You can run it to the radiator. It's supposed to be in the radiator, or you can run it to a heater hose right here. Either one is fine as long as you clean your water pump out if you do that. So one thing I get asked a whole lot of is what engine mounts I have. It's Current Performance 2.8 polyurethane mounts. They go for about $100, give or take. I have Hedman long tubes. I used to have shorties, and shorties, they're not expensive at all now. You can get shorties anywhere. Current Performance, eBay, they're like $200, maybe give or take a little bit. Long tubes are a different story. I got these secondhand. I don't know a whole lot about them, but you can get Stainless Works, and they're pretty expensive. They're a little over $1,100 right now, but they're worth it. They're good headers. I'm running the GM muscle car oil pan. When I bought it, it was like 200 something. I think they've gone up a little bit now. I don't know why, but they have. You can run Hummer H3 pans, or you could notch your frame. But that old pan, it fits in there perfect. I don't have any rubbing issues. Your steering shaft is pretty tight. My long tube goes around it. And I'm still running the stock steering shaft, stock rag joint. You can get a replacement steering shaft. I think it's a Holly one for like $130. It deletes the rag joint down there, and I think it's a little bit smaller actually. So your transmission cross member you can get online, Current Performance, for whatever you got, 80E, 60E, stick shift. They go for about anywhere from $250 to $350, I think. I have stock transmission cross member. I just modified it a little bit to fit my long tubes because I didn't really have the money for a nice G-force cross member. Your fuel pump. You can run a stock 4.3 S10 fuel pump, and your 2.2 S10s, they can run the stock fuel pumps. But I would be careful doing that. I have a fuel cell with a Walbro inline 255 fuel pump. If you don't want to run AC, you don't have to. I don't. I have the heater box off of a non-AC S10. You can get the Holley Performance heater box. It's clearanced for the heads, so you don't have to do any work there. Or you could make you a custom plate to go right there over top of that to delete your heat, your AC, all of that. I'm running stock truck, stock Silverado, whatever, power steering lines. They're kind of custom. The pressure line is a stock Silverado. The return line is kind of custom, and it works. It works fine. I don't have any leaks or anything. And I also don't. A lot of people, they'll have problems right here with that gear down there hitting the power steering pulley. Fortunately, the mounts that I got set the engine up just a little bit, and they don't touch. As you know, if you've seen my other videos, you know that I'm running a stock S10 ZQ8 7.5 inch rear end. It holds up pretty good. I don't know how long it's gonna hold, but we're gonna send it. So a quick rundown of everything you need to LS swap your S10. You need your GM muscle car oil pan, or your Hummer H3 pan, or just not your cross member. You can do a stock S10 radiator recessed into the core with Dodge Intrepid fans. Your motor mounts from Current Performance, they're worth it. You need shorty headers or long tubes. You can get long tubes if you want to spend the money, but the shorties do the job. Get your wiring harness. That's the big important thing here. Get an aftermarket cross member if yours doesn't line up. G-force cross members, they work perfect. Go ahead and upgrade your fuel pump. Maybe do a 255 I have a big cam in mine, and it does fine. The newer body style Silverado intake, like a 2011 and up, is the 4-bolt. You have to do the return style Corvette filter regulator, and you can get that along with the fittings and the cruise control throttle body bracket that you need from Gap Performance, Glenn's Auto Performance. I'm running the stock 4L60E transmission dipstick. It's tucked in there pretty good, and I have no problems with it except installing and uninstalling the transmission. It's a pain in the ass. Battery, you can leave it in the stock location as mine was for a long time, or you can move it because you have more room for your cold air intake. And if you drag race, you have to have, you know, your manual shutoff right there, which is the only reason that it's there. There's a lot more room up here for activities like a turbo, or I didn't say turbo because I ain't gonna turbo. With the drive-by cable intake and throttle body, I'm using the stock cable from the 4.3 S10, and it works perfect. I didn't have to lengthen or shorten it at all. If you're looking for a cheap upgrade to your brakes, I would suggest going with the Blazer brake swap. It's cheap. You can get a lot of the parts at a junkyard, and they're direct swap. You just got to have the spindle, you got to have the brake caliper, the rotor, and a little bit of, know how to work on something. That's going to be all for this go around. Thank you guys for watching. More videos coming soon. The truck's getting more nitrous. I just hit 300 subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing. And make sure you keep coming back for more content, because this thing's going to go faster, and I've got more RC trucks coming. I like playing with them. They're fun. I used to play with them when I was younger, and I'm glad I'm getting back into it. But subscribe, like it, comment. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.